Hello and welcome back, old photographer Kenny. Hope you've been doing okay. It's summertime. Beating the heat is a big thing. But anyhow, I hope you're doing okay. I thought today we'd talk about a form of photography a lot of people are afraid of, street and life photography. When I was in China for almost a decade, I was just always enthralled about people and the way of life and how things are so different there than here in America. And I love the people there, the atmosphere of China, the little narrow streets, and so many things to see that are just different from our life here. And also as a photographer, just the joy of just a no pressure shoot. You have no model, no real agenda other than just wandering around and taking a picture of something that you think is interesting. And that's what really attracted me to doing this kind of photography. I couldn't do it all the time, but whenever I had the opportunity, I might go make a circle around the old Xinjiang walking street and see if there's any life going on there. Then I just kind of trickle out the back of the park and just start walking the streets. And I always had 2 or 3 different routes I like to go, and I always see something. And like I said, just no pressure, just wandering around, saying hi to the people. Taking some shots of people cooking or a little kid walking a dog across the street, some old building. There's always so many interesting things you can see when you just kind of, take in a breath and relax and no pressure. One thing that's powerful about street photography is, you might one day you're shooting monochrome, black and white, or you shoot in color and you come back and in editing you change it over to black and white. Some photos just have a more provocative, more intense look when they're in sepia or black and white, and I don't know why. There's some kind of attraction there that are good for certain kinds of photos. A lot of times you don't have to, but certain times and places, black and white can be powerful, really powerful. Think about when you look in a magazine, think about the kind of pictures that you see that really grab you. And what we'll do here in just a moment, I'll just pull up some stuff that I took in China off my computer, and we'll look at some pictures. Then we'll come back and I'll go over some gear and things that I like to use when I was shooting over there. So anyhow, street and life, there's nothing to me more attractable than just shooting those kind of photos, but you just don't get to do it all the time as a photographer. But anyhow, hang on, let's look at a few pictures and then we'll just come back and we'll look at some gear, okay? So anyhow, just hang on there and I'll be right back. Okay, we've looked at a few photos, and kind of see some of the things I like to shoot. Let's talk about what I would usually take with me. If I was going on a little street jaunt, now sometimes when I'd go out, I'd have people follow me. I'd have young photography students or just some of my buddies, we'd all go out and shoot together. But a lot of times I just ramble around the streets of China all alone. As a lot of you know, I shoot only DX crop sensor cameras. I have a Nikon D7100, 7200, and one of my favorite just messing around cameras is the D5600. So a lot of times I have my D5600 with me, and for street photography, the lens I would probably shoot the most here is the 35 millimeter 1.8G. Fantastic lens, sharp, awesome resolution, good in low light. If you're going to shoot on the street, I would shoot a 35 or a 50 millimeter. That would be the first lens that I would have on most of the time. Now, I always carry two lenses in my bag, and usually I have a prime lens of some kind. Every once in a while I'd have like my Sigma 17 to 50 if I knew ahead of time that I might need a wide shot. My other lens, and this is what I encourage you to do if you shoot street and live photos, have a prime lens. Another thing, you might run into somebody, and with a prime lens, like a 1.8, you might have an opportunity to do a couple portrait shots of somebody, so you never know what you're going to run into, so be prepared. My other favorite lens that fit in my bag, this is the 55 to 300 zoom. So a prime lens and a zoom lens, and you should be able to get any kind of shot that you want. Sometimes you need a zoom lens for certain types of photos, and it's always good to have in your bag. And I would use this maybe 20% of the time. It just depends on where I was at, what street I was on, and what kind of shot I'm trying to get. One time I remember I shot a photo of an accident that was up the road, and I didn't want to walk up on people with a 35 millimeter because it'd be too close. But there was a bicycle and a motorcycle laying in the street, but I still wanted to get a shot of that. So I put my zoom lens on, and I got the shot, and it was a really, really good one. So hard to beat. These lenses are really sharp too. This is a good lens, 55 to 300, very, very good lens. So D5600 camera, a prime lens of some kind, and a zoom lens. And I'll show you the bag that I use most of the time. This is a low pro model. This is called the Top Loader Zoom 55 AW2. Now what I like about this bag is a nice comfortable strap. The outside pocket here, I could put like a bottle of water, my little puffer. Always take your puffer. Always, always, always take your puffer with you, because you never know when something's going to fall and get on your camera lens or something, or get inside. So always take your puffer and have a rag of some kind, a good clean soft cloth to wipe down things. And this bag here, and also I could open it up. Like I said, I'd put a bottle of water in there. I'd have a really soft baby cloth, and has a little thing right here that you can put a battery. You always want to take a battery with you too, especially when you're out on the street. You might take 10 shots, or you might take 1,000. You might run into some kind of ceremony somewhere. Then this bag on the inside, it has, if you can see this, alright, so what I would do, I put my zoom lens in the bottom, I close my bottom up, then throw my camera and stuff in there, and I'm ready to rock. This is a really, really good type of bag for shooting the street. You get anything in it that you want. I've even been on the street and had enough room to buy some fresh made noodles and throw in the top of the bag. So basic gear, you want to be light on your feet, have some good walking shoes, and just go out and have some fun. Lord, like I said, shooting on the street, shooting live photography, it's very rewarding. The people you meet and the places you see, you might discover, like in China, I've discovered some little old temple off the side of the road, wow, where did that come from? Nobody even, it's not even on the map, things like that. And that's what's worth taking pictures of. So I urge you, get out in the street. Don't be shy. Be careful about getting too close to people. Sometimes they might not understand what you're doing. But if you're really, really friendly with them and you point at something you want to take a picture of, you can kind of work your way in, maybe taking more pictures or pictures of them doing something. Always be careful on the street, but usually it's no problem. Look for all the unusual things. Look for old people, people sleeping, like I said, animals, little stores, and people carrying things. There's all kinds of stuff to look for. But go out and enjoy, and don't be afraid. Okay. Yeah, have a good time. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I need subscribers like every other YouTuber does. So if you like my stuff, get out there and do it. All right. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.